Hi, welcome back. I'm certainly glad you could join me today because today is a very special day. Recently, I had the opportunity to travel to New York City and work with Channel 13 there, WNET, and they have what they call Kids Day in the Park. And we were invited to come there and participate and meet all the fantastic people from New York. So I thought today we'd do a show dedicated to all my friends in New York City. So I'll tell you what, let's start out, have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with me. And while they're doing that, let me show you what I've done. I have a design cut out of contact paper and stuck on the canvas today. And then I've covered this area with just liquid white, and it's all wet and slick and it's ready to go. So let's go. Start out today, old 2-inch brush, a small amount of phthalo blue, just a small amount on the 2-inch brush, and just tap it in. Okay, let's go right up here. Now we'll just use our old standard crisscross strokes. Just like so, and we just put in a happy little sky. Just a happy little sky. And by using the crisscross strokes, starting at the top and working downward, the color will continually blend with the liquid white, and as we work down, it'll get lighter and lighter in value. And that's exactly what we're looking for. In a landscape, we want it to get lighter and lighter toward the horizon. There. And we don't need a lot of sky in this. I'm going to put all kinds of big trees and buildings. There. The demonstration that we did was in Central Park, and it's so pretty there. It's beautiful. You can look over and see the city, and son of a gun, what a city. What a city. Now then, without cleaning the brush, I'm going to go back into a small amount of the phthalo blue and reach up here and get a little touch. Let me say that again. A little touch of phthalo green. Takes very, very little. Very strong color. Little phthalo green, phthalo blue. Just mix them on the brush. And let's have a little water. I'm going to do a scene from Central Park looking toward the city. There we go. So we need a little water here. Shoot, we'll get crazy today. Just have a good time. And there. Okay. And that's about all we need. I'm going to leave a little area light here in the center, so that'll look like a sheen of light coming across the water when we're all done. Okay, let me wash the old brush. And as you know, we wash the brushes with odorless thinner. Be sure it's odorless or you'll be working alone. Shake it off. Cover everybody in the studio, and we're in business. Now very lightly here. Just want to blend this together. And we have a little sky and a little bit of water. And we're not worried about anything at this time, because anything that we don't like, we'll just cover it up. Okay, let's mix up some colors. I'm going to start with titanium white. Oh, we'll make a couple of piles. We'll just mix a lot of color here. Take a little midnight black and add to this. Maybe a little bit more. We're looking for a gray color. Nice gray color, something about like so, maybe a little touch darker. Now then, I'm going to divide this into 2 different piles. Take part of it, we'll put over here, about half. Then I'll reach up here, get a little white, and I'm going to lighten this one. Just lighten it up, there. So it's several values lighter than this one. Same color, just lighter. Let me clean the knife off here. Okay, light gray and a darker gray. Now in the other one, I'm going to take dark sienna and mix with it. And a little touch of black. So we have dark sienna, a little bit of black and white. Same thing again though. I want a light and a dark value. So we'll take a little more sienna and black and put in this one. Once again, though, it's the same color, only different values. Now then, now we can have some fun. Let's start out. I'm going to start with this light color of gray. And let's go right up here. We have to immediately make a big decision. Come right up here. Now, you have to decide where our building is going to live. Now, if it's going to live right along in here, touch and begin laying in some basic shapes. That's all we're going to do, is just lay in some basic shapes. We're not worried about a lot of detail at this point. There we go. we'll do a big old skyscraper here. Now this skyscraper may not look exactly like the skyscrapers in New York, but it'll give you an idea of how you can do some. In the time frame that I have here, it's very difficult to do an exact duplicate, but we'll do the best we can. Okay, now then, maybe let's come right up in here and just pull. Angles are very important when you're doing buildings. Very, very important. If you don't have those angles right, it shows like a sore thumb. There. Just pull it right across. Those angles are so, so important. Okay. Now then, I want a shadow right there, so I'll use the darker gray color that I have. And maybe the little shadow lives right along this edge. There. Like so. And we can come right on along here and put the other side of this thing on, just like that. We're not worried about the bottom. We're going to have some other things on the bottom. We just cover up whatever we don't want, so don't worry much about the bottom. Now this side of the building is in shadow, so it's much darker. There we go. But notice the angles. Those angles are what create the illusion of a building here. All right. That gives us a little basic shape. Now I'm going to go into the brown color that I had. And let's go right over in here, and maybe there's another building. Come right up here. See, there it is. We start out with just a little line, then another one. Just bring it right across. That's all there is to it. See? And every time you want to change it a little bit, there. Okay, I'm going to change to the smaller knife and get on the shadow side. Pull it like so. See there how easy that is? And this will give us just some very basic little shapes. Maybe right along here. Just a little touch that goes right through like that. And just give it a little pull. And if I remember, there was another little building right here. I'm just trying to do this basically from memory, so if I don't have them just right, don't yell at me. This is just an interpretation. There we go. Now then, there was another little building right here in front. So let's take, this is still just the brown and white I'm going to use. Get that little roll of paint on the knife, pull it out very flat, cut it off. Let's go right up in here, right here. See, just give it a pull. Cross, like so. There. Okay, and it comes right on up. Let's say to about there, wherever you want it. Wherever you want it. Now I'll take the lighter color and do the other side. There. Okay, and then we need, let's put a little top up here. This one's in front of that other one. So we need a little top. Same color over here.